Hi y'all, Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. Another video from the car. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been doing chatty videos, stories when Lucy is in dance because I'm just in the car by myself most of the time waiting for her. So I'm going to answer another one of the questions, and it's going to be about creating routines when you're a mom. So the question was how to feel content and not in survival mode with a 2-year-old. And I could have written down like 10 things, and that probably would have been better to make this a little more structured, but I'm going to rattle off things that I think can really help if you are feeling in survival mode with your 2-year-old. Number one, waking up before them, even if it's literally 10 minutes, just enough for you to make your coffee. Having your eyes opened, not to a child, but to an alarm and to a set time where, you know, every day I wake up at 6:30 or every day I wake up at 7. I did an older video about professional motherhood, and I think changing our mindset when we become moms to really having a clock in time can be really helpful for yourself to, in your brain, go, it's time to be mom. It's time to go. And I know it feels like it's 24/7, but they do go to sleep. And so it's not always 24/7 unless they're sleeping with you, and I've been there too. But having a time that you start every day, and it doesn't mean you have to wake up at 4 a.m. like these mommy bloggers that do 1,000 things and live 2 lives before their kids wake up. But even a short amount of time to make your coffee or read a chapter of the Bible or work out a little bit, having a set time that you know that you're going to wake up every day, no matter what. I think a big part of not having a chaotic sense of motherhood is learning how to be your own boss, how to hold yourself accountable, and then working towards being able to trust yourself that when you say, I'm going to do this, you do it. Like, you hold yourself to your own word. I've talked about to-do lists being really helpful in that. When you write something on your planner, like it's a contract between yourself, and you are a woman of your word, and you are not flaky, and you do what you're going to say you're going to do, and you are not lazy. You are going to do those things. So getting up a little bit before your child. I think having structure in your day of things you want to get done at different parts of the day. So maybe there's 5 things that you like to do, non-negotiables every morning, like making your bed, the breakfast dishes, starting a load of laundry, maybe reading to your child, and reading your Bible. And those are 5 things that every morning, those 5 things happen, even if we have an appointment, even if we're gonna go get the oil changed, whatever else. And then having that again around lunchtime, where around this next meal, meals make it easy to just follow. Around lunchtime, we're gonna put the laundry away, and we're going to do the lunch dishes. And that's when I'm gonna wipe down the bathrooms, and I might do my makeup then. And that's when I want to color with my child and do some type of art thing with them before they go down for quiet time. And then again in the evening, that's when we're gonna make sure everything's picked up, or we're gonna, you know, whatever the structure needs to be. Other things that I think can help make life not feel so chaotic is having a business day. I might have mentioned this in my last video, but having a day of the week where there's an afternoon or a part of the morning where you do all of your home economic stuff. You update the budget, you pay bills, you sign kids up for things, you call for appointments, you respond to emails, you send out birthday cards, you order birthday presents, all in that short little window of time, to where the rest of the week, that's not going forever in the back of your head, making you feel like a crazy person with a million tabs open. You know that you have dedicated a time in which you will take care of those things. Same thing with errands. Rather than every day schlepping your kid around and making errands at random times, you have a day that, okay, on Wednesdays we run errands. On Tuesday I have my business day. On Thursday we go to story time. On Friday and Monday, we're going to try and meet friends for a play date at the park. Stuff like that, to where you are the boss, you are in control, not that 2-year-old, and you're creating structure for both yourself and your child. And kids benefit greatly from structure and knowing what to expect and knowing what's expected of them and knowing what's going to come next. Kids love that. And I think sometimes structure and routine gets kind of pushed off as, well, I'm not type A, so that wouldn't work for me. But I think you'll find so much freedom in boundaries when you say, this is what we do from this time to this time. And it's not a negative that then that's over. It actually feels really good that because I allotted that time and I committed to that time, I go to bed at night knowing that those things got done. And when you are your own boss, you're mapping out the week and saying, what's important to me? Why am I a stay-at-home mom? What am I trying to accomplish with my 2-year-old? What am I trying to accomplish as a person? What would make me feel really good during nap time to get done. And I bet it's not scrolling for 45 minutes. I bet it's not watching YouTube videos, even if they might be encouraging, unless you're also watching that YouTube video while you paint your nails, or while you declutter a cabinet, or while you reorganize or color coordinate your closet, or while you walk on a treadmill or something else. Like incorporating things into your day that are good for you, and things that are good for you feel good. I've talked about this on Instagram too, that good habits aren't things we need a break from. I don't need a break from updating my budget. I don't need a break from doing the laundry, and I don't need a break from reading my Bible, and I don't need a break from exercise, because those things feel good to me. And I've encouraged my brain to recognize when I do those things, it feels good. And what does our brain want to do? It wants to feel good. So it brings us back to doing those things because we've seen them as positive. We've gone, man, you know, it really feels good when, while the kids have quiet time, I don't just lay around. I do something. And this is not to not rest. Certainly rest in your day. Create that as part of your structure of mapping out that day if you can. And it may be laying next to your child while they're napping, but then actually take a nap. Don't scroll your phone, and then when they're done with the nap, you're just as exhausted as before because you didn't truly rest. Like really looking at, when you're structuring your day, what fuels you and what doesn't. And sometimes we think that we would be fueled or energized by watching TV, when actually we might really find more rest in reading a book, or listening to an encouraging podcast, or having a good conversation with our mom or our grandmother or a friend on the phone, and not these other things that we're doing as downtime that don't really feel good. And I think that can lead to a lot of chaotic feelings. But yeah, I think the biggest thing, I'm looking at the question again, is routine and structuring your day, learning how to be your own boss, not allowing the child to dictate and boss the day, which they're not capable of, they're not ready for, and they don't even really want. They're not actually meant to be tiny dictators, but guiding them along. And at 2, I mean, you can really start teaching them things and doing crafts with them, and, you know, give yourself a book challenge that we're going to read 100 books before Christmas. And so you're writing down the titles of the books, and that creates, again, something that feels good to you because you know it feels great to feel like a great mom, and to feel like, man, I'm reading to my kid. I'm doing something. I'm investing in my child. I'm not just coexisting with him here at home. So I'll do more videos on routines and structures that I think can really help us be happy moms and help us navigate motherhood without it feeling like just a chaotic whirlwind mess going around us. But I'm going to wrap it up here because she's going to be done with dance soon. I hope you have a great day. And if you have more questions for me, definitely leave them in the comments down below. Bye.